sorts of high quality players so much of the time, the Brazilian lineup.
Weberton getting the start in goal, the 29-year-old from Atlético Paranaense. And there are two big names behind him. We'll talk about that. Mentioned Silva's return. Felipe Luis out on the flank. It should be three in the middle and then three up front, led by Gabriel Jesus. No Neymar. So Willian and Coutinho will be in pursuit. Sergio Romero still in goal for Argentina. The Man United backup. There are three right-sided defenders on that back line. Maidana, Mercado, Otamendi expected to be in the middle. Gomez and Di Maria on the flanks with Messi, Dybala in support of Higuain. Jorge Sampaoli coming out and saying he wants this Argentina to play more like Barcelona, not to put the weight onto Messi's shoulders, but in some ways to take it off, to build a team that can play with Messi, not waiting for Messi to carry them across the finish line.
Well, he is the Koh-i-Noor diamond, and that is what he is looking for, setting the crown around the diamond. And for Chiche, this is a good look at some players that he's been able to blend into this team. He came out and said, listen, I'm going to be missing Neymar, Firmino, the wonderful Firmino, Marcelo, Dani Alves. What a couple of great seasons those wonderful flying wing-backs have been for hit their clubs, and Marquinhos. But you look at this Brazil side, just star-studded. Just want to go back to the fans around the stadium. We saw the fabulous setting in this cricket ground, Phil. Well, he's looking for Argentina to hit Brazil for 6. I'm not sure that will quite happen. And there'll be a few googlies thrown in there for all of the players to deal with. But for these fans, what a treat. And they live watching these wonderful footballers that we see lining up. And there's a substitutes, of course. But to see them in the flesh, you saw the joy, the pure joy of these fans as they look down. So we're all in for it. It's lining up. Coutinho, what a beautiful, balanced little footballista. And, of course, the Mozart of our game, Lionel.
A little help from above, but Paulinho has provided a little help from below.
The other thing is, Phil, is a full moon. It looks to me like it's a full moon over the stadium tonight. We'll probably get some good looks at it. Though even the man in the moon's coming out to watch this.
Lucas Billet, who could be on the way to Milan, if you believe some of the reports.
Interesting. Biglia, always the favourite of all the coaches. How much he actually brings to Argentina is debatable, but he's going to be with Banega, locking down at back 3 and morphing from a back 4. And of course, Ever Banega, Internazionale, ex-Boca man.
He could be on his way to Tigres in Mexico, if you, again, believe some of the reports. Renato Augusto and Paulinho, two Chinese-based players for Brazil.
As we were doing the preview of this game, I was just getting out of bed wondering who the number 10 for Argentina would be. That's how groggy I was this morning, getting up for this game. But now we're rocking and rolling, and we will be entertained. Lovely. He hesitated for a split second, and that is strange for Coutinho. Usually he'll banjo those ones well home. Look out. Great ball.
Chance for Di Maria.
Magic.
Extra touch to the goal line and goes for goal, but hits the post.
Fabulous attempt from Messi. Brilliant from Angel Di Maria. Mamma mia. What a ball played through. Slide rule pass here. Dybala leads him absolutely magnificently, and he's in like Flynn, and he strikes the upright. Unlucky from Di Maria.
A slow start themselves, winless through their first 3, but then seemed to right the ship with 4 straight victories. 2 more draws, but then 3 losses in their last 5. Squared, driving it in and looking for the corner, but too high from Renato Augusto.
Well, high, wide, and ugly here. Wonderful construction from the Canarino. Lovely passing, give, go, get again. On the run, got a lot of options. The Argentine defence, like marbles on a glass table here, are all over the place. And nobody picking up Augusto. Poor finish from the Beijing man. come through the fire all right, but just at the last baby's breath. Look out.
Against Wagner. Drives it low to the near post. Weberton with the stop.
Some good attacks, but they haven't been able to find Higuain at all with any space or any time on the ball. And the Brazilians doing a good job in unmarked, but finding the way through, and his feet continue to dance. The wonderful Dybala. A great season he had for Juventus. Had a disappointing final against the champions Real Madrid.
38th minute. Argentina 63% of the possession, but just 2 shots so far. Messi lifting it up. Higuain heading it down, and Weberton making the stop, even though the flag had come up. That was close.
I think it was right as well, Phil. These referees having good games.
Nathan McDonald.
Thing in it.
Messi found a pocket.
Good ball.
Picks out Di Maria.
Nicely.
Looking for Higuain, but 3 defenders in the way. Blasted to the low post off the clearance. And what a shot from Di Maria.
What a save by Weberton. And this is tremendous football. Of course, the magic man picks the wide man out. Angel. Beautiful ball in. He'll get another crack at it. And then this one comes back. That's a decent ball played in, but then that volley is rasped home, and that one could have, again, so close.
Mercado back for Di Maria. Of course, this is a bit more of an experimental side from Chiche. The next 4 World Cup qualifiers might be as well, considering they've already clinched a berth. So he's trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. They
Great ball.
Are now scrambling back against Di Maria. In for Messi.
Beautiful.
Lays it back. Dybala. Left-footed curler just wide of Weberton.
Well, the 3 lads combined for some beautiful hocus-pocus football here, and the applause from this knowledgeable crowd ring out. Wonderful from Di Maria earlier than this, and it's a great pullback, but the touch from Messi is exquisite. He sets the table beautifully. Look at that ball from Lionel. Magic. Could he have went down and strong to the opposite side? He's got a nanosecond to produce that diamond skill, but just a little bit too quick with the trigger, and the ball fades away high and wide. But brilliant football from Argentina. Set up by this man and Angel Di Maria.
Be surprised if he plays much in the second half, but Messi still looking sprightly as we head to halftime. For Brazil, Douglas Costa, Diego Souza, Tyson, Juliano, Rodriguinho, the attacking options. Banega rolls it back. Argentina
The ball.
looking for the opener. Snapped off the post. And the rebound knocked home by Mercado. And he was onside. It's gonna count.
Mercado sticks the finger in Brazil's eye and sticks the ball in a net. But it's all down to the initial ball. The initial pass is wonderfully surgical. Messi again, always involved. This is a peach of a pass from Di Maria. Sends it with a dozen roses tied around it. And it's a beautiful jackknifing header from Otamendi. It kisses the upright. Again, look at this ball here from Angel. This is why Messi wants him at Camp Nou. He places it on the head of a pin. It's absolutely brilliant. The goalkeeper perhaps gets a touch on this, Phil. I think he pushes it under the post. But then there's wonderful mop-up work on the back from the Sevilla boy, Mercado.
Pulling away from Correa. Otamendi, but the touch straight to Jesus, whose shot goes straight to Romero.
A lot more comfortable in this formation. Look out.
Burst of speed, Correa.
Good ball.
Lifts it up for Di Maria, who can't quite meet it on the fly.
Fabulous ball played in, and he curses deaf heaven with his bootless cries. What a ball. Correa, wonderful, sees his target, places it impeccably, split millimeter perfection. You don't see that many times. Di Maria going for a shot at goal and the ball going out for a throw in. It's to this.
Willian again, measuring the blades of grass. Lifting it into the middle. Thiago Silva couldn't get it. And then blasted across by Gabi
Jesus. This is a poor header here.
Six, but then again, even Brazil with 5 titles to their name. Haven't won since 2002. Good ball through. Touched around. Gabi Jesus. And it's off the post. Rebound hits the other post. Now Paulinho can't get the shot away.
Ball gets pushed away by Darth Vader's invisible force field here. This is amazing how this one doesn't go in. It's brilliant from Gabi Jesus, and seesaw football to the other end. When we see the replays of that ball pinging around, this crowd absolutely up off their seats, and sees 2 incredible misses from Brazil. One denied by the upright, but Gabi Jesus was absolutely off the charts with his brilliant touch and turn away that makes him something ultra special for both Manchester City and Brazil. Phil, this is, when we look at this one again, have a look at the turn from Gabi Jesus and his wonderful touch to release himself, and then he's done all the hard work and he does the easy part beautifully, striking it into an open net, and somehow somebody saves it. This crowd, you can hear them just buzzing. What happened? What happened? It's just amazing.
Coutinho back to win it in midfield.
Place just went into suspended animation and entered the twilight zone in that incredible sequence of astonishing football and amazing misses.
Maybe it's the Sampaoli effect.
The full moon, I'm telling you. That gravitational pull, Phil.
Well, it is Southern Hemisphere. These two should be used to the centrifugal force. But it just spun into the post. And that is going to do it. 1-0 Argentina. Mercado's goal just before the half, the only tally. And it was an impressive performance by both.
The first game for Sampaoli, and it doesn't come any bigger than beating Brazil for an Argentina man. The goal was constructed beautifully by the brilliant fly's eye vision and wonderful touch of Angel Di Maria. It's split millimeter perfect. When we take a look at it again, it finds Otamendi beautifully. Otamendi rises like a salmon out of a summer stream.